I gotta give you some credit here. Yeah, I want to give you some credit. Yeah, there's nothing. I'm not saying nothing, but it is a very satisfying feeling when you've had sex and then your wife gets up and there's no spot left on the bed. Shout out to that, yo. Yo, that is what? Don't y'all know the spot on the bed? Y'all know if y'all gotta lay on that spot, y'all gotta put a towel down or something. We don't have to do that. Oh what?
What are you doing?
What are you talking about? That is great.
What are you doing right now?
Well, Jordan unfollowed us, right? She's not gonna be listening.
Shit.
Put y'all up on something, man.
Rest in peace, right? He died?
Yeah, rest in peace, Black Rob, yo. Black Rob.
Man, this was a song for like chokehold a whole year.
Yeah. She was
had me fucked up in the head. I mean,
whoa.
Bitch, diamonds and pearls. I mean,
whoa. You can sing along to this song. You don't need another word. Whoa.
My dough is like,
whoa.
Y'all niggas like,
whoa.
Lost the boot shrimp from 210 like,
whoa. This is Chico. Whoa. Yeah.
On my block like,
whoa.
Coming home within a half an hour like, whoa. Like they had the manpower like,
no one's lost.
More so, I rip your
torso with fast life.
Come through in the ball slow like,
whoa.
My niggas like go, like go, like throw, like flow, nice clothes, like whoa.
Hey.
Like whoa. Now
man.
Doc Strange in the range like whoa. 100 miles an hour switching lanes like whoa. Plus I'm getting brain from this chick like
whoa. Shout out to Nori for making shout out to Nori for making getting head while driving a thing. I know it was already a thing, but I'm just saying he made it pop.
Have you ever been on the receiving end of that?
Why are you asking me a question like that? What are we doing here, yo? Come on, son. We're not opening up no floodgates for no bullshit like that in my relationship. Welcome to episode 67 of the Weird Brunch Podcast. Hey, my wife is proud. And you wonder why we keep going viral off of your takes.
I just asked, have you ever received head while driving? I thought it was a very appropriate question considering what you said. Mm-hmm. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
You're trying to trap me out. Fellas, you see that shit?
Welcome to the Where's Brunch Podcast. I am Trina Marie.
Yo, I'm Brocky, man.
And we are the dynamic duo known as the Where's Brunch Podcast. And we welcome you to subscribe, like, share, comment, follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, the TikToks.
We ain't dancing.
And we're on Threads too. But yes, welcome to the Where's Brunch Podcast. We're also streaming on all streaming platforms from Apple Music to Amazon to Spotify, all of those good sites. You can listen if you'd rather have your ears entertained, or you can view us on YouTube if you'd like to have the visual experience.
I'm slightly handsome, I think, sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a horrible visual experience.
No, I think I'm a little light on the eyes too.
Yeah, you all right now. Shit. It's half of the show. Look, y'all, and hit us up at Where's Brunch Podcast at gmail.com if you want to be added to the mailing list.
Yes, join the brunch crew for all types of insider information.
Announcements.
Get the insider information before the rest of the world gets it. All right?
Yo, man, we here.
We are here. We've had a little bit of a break, and now we are back. And
summertime is tough.
Summer is
Cheers.
summertime.
We got a little bit of some Trader Joe's bubbly.
We got a little Blanc de Blanc, $6.99 at your local Trader Joe's, ladies and gentlemen.
What is it?
It is all Chardonnay.
Okay.
All Chardonnay sparkling wine.
Just sparkling wine. I'm assuming this is made in the U.S.
I believe California.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
California. Yo, how you doing?
I'm good. We had a good day today. Good morning. Good start.
Yeah.
It was really nice and sexy and woo rooftoping. You know, it was nice.
I'm trying to, be a little expansive on our moving around stuff.
I'm very happy that we did what we did today.
Get comfortable here.
That was really, really great. I'm so happy that I didn't be like, I ain't like that place the last time I was there. I don't want to go there. Da, da, da. It was really great.
So for those in the DMV, we went to Jula's on the Potomac, which used to be Cafe 44.
Yes.
And Trina went there previously for Mother's Day with her youngins, and they took her there, and all y'all kind of thought it was mid.
Yeah, we thought it was like, and it was very Vouv focused.
Right, Vouv Clicquot.
Yes, it was everywhere. Yes, it was everywhere, and I was like, I really don't want my mimosa with Vouv, but I understand that is a thing. Some people are now doing mimosas with champagne and calling it a grand mimosa.
Right.
But this was a whole different dining experience. We sat outside. We had a terrace seat.
Beautiful views
of
water
of the Potomac.
DC.
It
was nice. It was dope.
You could see the monuments. You could see National Harbor. You could see the planes taking off. You could see everything. It was really
dope.
nice.
It was clean, man. It was a clean look. And then those Instagrammable spaces.
Yes.
They have a small wall tucked away that you can go get your little Instagram photos.
Yes, you can.
You can do your Instagram thing there.
Oh, please send that because the girls asked me, can we get an outfit pic?
Oh, okay.
The girls asked for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was great. They really attention to detail. The chairs outside, the umbrellas covering the spaces so that you can sit comfortably and dine out of the sun, but yet you're still outside. There was a magnificent breeze flowing for us.
A beautiful breeze.
A beautiful breeze.
So you want to do a modified review real quick? Just out of 10, what would you give them?
Oh, I would give them a solid 10.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
I'll
give them a 9 out of 10 because there was no music.
Oh, yeah, there was.
It would have been nice to have some little tunes.
Maybe
playing.
it was only on the inside.
Probably so. And so, listen, let's say 9.5. Because probably they were playing music on the inside.
Yes.
But outside, I didn't hear any music. And it would have been nice to have a little vibe.
It would have.
Music-wise. Yeah. The vibe was set.
The vibe was definitely there. You step out, and they also had green grass on the ground.
Yes, they had like a turf.
Tarp. What is
turf?
Turf.
Like turf, like
they
football
had
turf.
All out there. You could have kicked your shoes off and just put your feet down.
Yeah, the whole patio was covered in that like
patio
artificial
was
turf.
covered.
It was dope.
And I'm telling you, last time I was there was not like that. So I really
You kept saying this? No, it wasn't like this.
It wasn't like
because
this.
Listen, Trina, like when she has a not so great experience anywhere, she'll never go back there.
I don't want to go back.
And I'm like, yo, you gotta try again because you never know. It might have just been a bad day. Anybody could have a bad day.
Yeah.
It just could have been. You could have been off. It might not have been the day for that, but you force it. Whatever. Try it again. And if it's bad again, then you know what I'm saying, you cut your losses. And that's it.
This was great, and I highly recommend the lobster Benedict.
Oh yeah, you had that lobster. I can't eat that, y'all. That shellfish would kill me.
Listen, it's about 2 pounds of lobster on a plate. Okay, there's so much lobster meat. If you are a lobster lover, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. It's so worth it.
I had the breakfast burger. The potatoes were litty.
Listen,
the potatoes were so good.
Who's on potatoes? Because the
seasonings.
They put every spice you possibly could put on a potato.
The potato, and they are like butter. Like they would just melt in your mouth when you
covered in spices. Not salty.
No, not salty at all.
But seasoned.
Actually. Yeah.
You know, like somebody who works in that kitchen knows how to use seasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. The lobster was great. The potatoes were great. The biscuits
were really good.
Great. And we had a rosé lemonade.
There you go. That's where I was going to go next.
Yes.
Rosé lemonade mix.
Get the bottle service, y'all. Just get the bottle service.
You bought a bottle for $45.
Yeah.
And then, just brought the lemonade out and we just mixed her.
Oh, my gosh. Yes.
It's dope.
It was great.
Dope experience, man.
Very.
Shout out to them,
Bravo to you.
Shout out to Jula's on the Potomac, yo. We like it.
We like it.
We could do an event out there. That would be event out there would be fly.
Oh, it'd be super duper fly.
We just need y'all to commit a little bit more to this relationship. Some of y'all committed for sure.
Yeah.
We need a little bit more of y'all to commit to this relationship. Y'all love us. Just admit it.
All the watchers and all the listeners.
Oh man.
Drop a comment if you want to come to our brunch.
You look great.
Thank you.
The yellow is just crushing against your skin.
Thank you. I understand that bright colors work for Black women, and so here we are.
Yeah, you look great, man. I love
you.
it. I love the bracelets. I like the one on your left hand there. That's that's a little
my beads, my beady bracelets.
Yeah, and you look a little different. What is this? There's something about you. Something about you. What am I? What's going on? What am I missing? Am I missing something?
There are no braids in my hair.
No braids. Oh, that's right. You did have braids before, didn't you?
After 6 months of trying to figure out what the hell am I doing with my hair, here we are.
This is the Black woman delegation part of the show. This is where y'all relate.
Yeah.
So it's a journey. So this particular cut that you have, it's not really the cut.
Right, because I got to grow it out a little more.
But it's the pathway to a cut that you held in your picture. You held in your phone for how long, baby? You want to tell the people?
10 years.
10 years you held on to this photo.
I didn't want to commit. I didn't know what my hair could do. I didn't even know what my own curls look like in my head until the other day.
Wow.
I've never, because before I would grow it natural, but I would immediately start locking. Mm-hmm. So you figure I've done 2 rounds of locks, a total of 20 years, and I didn't know what my own natural hair curl looked like at all. And so this was a process of learning. Shout out to Ayana at Outdo.
Hold on, before
Salon.
you keep going, so you off the creamy crack right now?
I am off the creamy crack.
Oh! I'm all for a Black woman getting off that creamy crack. Keep going, baby. Go ahead.
Yes,
baby.
because we don't know. I mean, honestly, we don't know what the medical implications are of us putting a lye-based or whatever chemical on our heads, and our brains are really, really close.
It's pretty close to your brain, right?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not preaching against perms. Y'all do what y'all want to do out there.
And don't sleep. In 6 to 9 months, I might be like,
do it again.
You know what? I was just perming out again.
Yeah.
But it was important for me to do this and to just learn. And Ayana is a really fantastic teacher.
That's your hairstylist.
The hairstylist. My hairstylist, Ayana, in Maryland, in Glen Arden, Outdo Hair Salon. She was just a really great educator. She was teaching me about my hair. She was telling me about products and products that have a whole bunch of crap in them that you can't pronounce.
Oh, yeah.
Versus natural products. She actually has her own line of products. And so it was really, really good to just learn about my curl pattern. First of all, your girl can't go nowhere without a good color. So we had to get the color right, okay? Because if the color wasn't right, I wasn't walking out the salon.
The color's perfect, yo. It looks
The color is thebomb.com. And yeah, this is a new journey. And I'm looking forward to giving my hair a chance and having some patience.
Okay, indeed. Shout out to the new wife, though. You know what I'm saying? Got me a new wife, yo.
You got a new wife.
Another one.
You got a new wife, as you so politely posted on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, she a freak. The new wife is a freak.
So, yeah, it feels really good. Like, I got ready today and, like...
Yo, I was sitting out here like, I ain't even do no video for my sneakers or nothing. She ready to go already.
I was ready. The dress was laid out on the bed. I was like, okay, I'm ready.
Bang.
Yes.
That's a beautiful thing. Yo, shout out to you, man. It looks great. It looks great on you. I'm excited about the journey forward.
Thank you. I see my whole face now.
Right.
You don't really, you can hide behind hair. You totally can. You can hide behind hair, or the hair gives you like a whole silhouette. But when you pull all of the hair away, it's just your face.
Yo, shout out to the braids though. You crushed the braids.
I love the braids. They're great.
Yeah, you crushed the braids.
And I could go back to those at any time.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You might have to grow it out a little bit more though now, right?
Yeah,
on the side.
On the side. But if you just want to do the top, I could just.
That's true.
The top.
That's true. You can do the top.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Man. It's dope. So I love it.
Thank you. Thank you for being supportive and telling me just do it.
Listen, as soon as you showed me that photo that you said you had been holding around 9 years before you met me, because it was 8 years, because it was 2 years into our relationship before you showed me, or more.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do it. Like, what do you have to lose? Like, black is beautiful. That's the reality.
You know, black women are real serious about their hair, and we're attached to our hair. And I've been getting relaxers for the last 10 years. I was natural before that. And so I'm not new to natural hair. I just had locks. And locks are a whole different set of things. It's the length, it's the growing, it's the, you know, your hair grows fast. My hair grew really fast with my locks, and the maintenance. And if you choose to color it and taking care of them and getting retwist. So I didn't want to go down that journey again. I've done it. I've done it half my life.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. So it was just a really good time to just learn something new, find a new vibe.
I'm proud of you, man. You're trying some new things. You know what I mean?
Thank you. It feels good. It feels really, really good. There's a lot of freedom.
It's an interesting thing that sorry, not adjust my mic real quick, pause. I don't know what to call it, but the whole some people are content, like not content, but they know what they like and they'll stick there. They'll stick there.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm kind of like that in ways, but in a lot of ways, I'm like, let's just try this completely new thing.
Yeah.
And the money that you might invest into it or spend on it is worth the experience, whether it's good or bad.
Right.
Then you know what I'm saying? You had the experience at least.
Right.
Whatever. So I'm just like, yo, just do it. Why not?
Yeah.
Let's go,
we're very conditioned with our hair about how we're going to be received, how our look is going to be interpreted, how revolutionary or anti-establishment natural hair has been. But now at this point, natural hair is like the wave. Whereas when I first did it back in college and just totally buzzed it off and was rocking the Jeanne for about 6 to 9 months, it was like, oh my gosh, what's going on with you? Are you this?
Right.
Are you that? You know,
Right.
like all these labels and all these things where I was just, I'm just shaving my head.
Look at you. You so dope, yo.
Thank you.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you.
Thank
Shout out to you.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you. I love it too. It feels good. I love the color. I love, you know, shout out for new earring shopping so that I can have more statement earrings, and shout out to my face and my dimples and my freckles and all the things that are popping right now
Look at you.
as a result of
I can't even go outside with you no more. These compliments, people, you know what I'm saying? Watch it. Y'all better watch it out there, yo. Old white men, young black women, all types of people. It's crazy.
Yeah, you know.
Well, we're here now, man.
We're here.
We're here. You know, it's summertime.
Yes, it is.
We're officially in summer. And there's been a lot going on. Like we spoke about in past episodes, we sat down for 6 months to save up money and do all these other things, whatever, just to kind of build a little nest. And we got out of that and just been, just shooting from the hip. We're not even taking the guns out the holsters, y'all. We're just tilting it up. Bam, 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 bam. Whoever get hit, you get hit. You know what I mean? And there's been a lot going on after we came out of that sit down, like trips, planning trips, moving around here and there. So our schedule has been kind of jacked up with the pod. We haven't been consistently putting them out every single week. So just want to give a heads up.
Yes.
When you hear this, the next week there will be no pod.
Because we're going to be in the street.
We are going up to Rochester to visit family. Shout out to my family.
Hey.
You know what I mean? And we're also shooting up to Canada.
Yes.
You know what I mean? To do our little Niagara Falls thing. You've never been.
I've never been.
I went as a child, so pretty much I've never been. You know what I'm saying? It's funny that is. Rochester is like an hour and a half from there, but it's been forever since. I left in '94, so it's been a long time. And then we have a couple of weeks after that. Now we get back. Let's see, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we'll have a pod. Then we'll have another pod, and then the end of the month we're out again.
Right. There will be no pod again.
There will be no pod again. We are going to Anna Maria Island.
Are we telling them?
Ain't nobody gonna be there.
Okay. Ain't nobody gonna be there.
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 Yeah.
So we are going on vacation again. And then after that, hopefully we can get some consistency.
Yeah, for the fall.
I think we might want to just start doing a summer schedule or something to that effect.
Just do like 2 a month, and that's it.
Something like that.
2 pods a month and going about our business.
Just to make sure, just to manage expectations and so on and so forth. So.
Yeah, because we want to go on vacation just like y'all.
Yeah, man. You know, it's a lot to do. It's a lot to see out there, and we are blessed to be in a position to, experience these things.
Absolutely. So when you see me, hopefully not with my ass out on Instagram.
Maybe. Well, I said hopefully not. You wasn't.
I was okay. Like it just,
The first time I already done it before. So look y'all. All right, let's not lose our audience.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I posted a video
yes.
on Instagram, Throwback Thursday,
from 2 years ago.
From 2 years ago when we went to Costa Rica.
Yes.
And my wife was looking amazing in a bikini and walked up behind. It was a bikini, right?
No, it was a one piece.
It was a one piece, but it's kind of like back out and all that kind of stuff.
It looked like it's a bikini.
And we were in a pool, like we had what is it called, an infinity pool at the house that we were staying at, and it overlooked the ocean and all this other shit. So it was a vibe. We had our bubbly and shit. We was feeling it.
We was
feeling great. We was feeling great.
Yeah.
And I walked up behind her and I recorded her or whatever, and I made a big deal about how good she looked.
You reported my bum.
The booty, right? The booty's there, right? So I had posted that years ago. Yeah. And you had the same reaction back then, like, "Oh my God, you was great," but you were cool with it. Remember, I was "Are you okay with this?" Right?
Yes, you did ask me, was I okay with it?
Yeah.
And I'm trust me, I'm okay with it. I was flustered, like I didn't know you
back then or now.
Both.
Right. So same exact reaction this time as it was before.
When you see your ass on Instagram like that, you're like, "Oh, whoa." Yeah.
Too funny, man. So
yes,
you got you got a couple of threatening messages and reactions. You want to expound on these things?
From the 2 that I birthed, the ones that I carried, I was advised that mom, oh my gosh, mom, why am I seeing you naked on Instagram? And I was like, I wasn't naked. What are you talking about? Mom, why did I just open my page and see your butt? Stuff like that. And oh my gosh, unfollowing respectfully.
Right.
So, they were a little,
So it led to the topic though.
They're a little stuffy.
A little stuffy.
And that goes to, that is a note to me as to how I raised them. For the expectation that they're not going to be all on Instagram with their tatas and their booty all over Instagram as respectful young ladies.
Yeah, it's not necessarily about what you do, it's about how you do it.
Right. And so my children were scolding me. And then when we talked to one to ask her, well, what's the problem?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
What's the actual problem?
My husband in the pool. I'm not just like standing in the bedroom and putting my booty in the camera.
Right. We're not twerking on top of the counters.
Yeah, we were actually in a pool. Like,
that's what you're supposed to wear in the pool.
So what is the problem? And she said to me, well, Mom, you're not supposed to be sexy.
She slipped it out. Like, I called her on it too. I was like, yeah.
And then when she said it, she's like, no, well, I didn't mean
that's not what I meant. I was like, no, it's too late. It's too late.
Yeah. So our moms not supposed to be, our parents not supposed to be sexy. Are we not supposed to be out here living our best lives once these kids get up out the house?
Listen, man, this ain't back in the day.
I am not going to be sitting at home on a couch in a muumuu with a bucket of popcorn and my headscarf and being all dark and in the doldrums. I'm about to be in the
outside.
Streets. I'm about to be outside.
Our outside, not all of y'all outside. Not
our outside might
nobody swag surfing over our potatoes.
Yeah,
no.
we might be at a villa in another country with an infinity pool and a view doing what we do because we're having a good time. Mm-hmm. But apparently, according to my children, that's too much.
It's too much.
I'm doing too much.
You're supposed to be at home, not on the internet, period.
My whole body is supposed to be covered up, apparently.
Hilarious, yo. That was hilarious, man.
It was. So, I mean, I would love to hear from everyone else. Do y'all get this type of feedback or pushback? And do you feel like parents aren't allowed to be sexy and live their best life once they become empty nesters? Like, what are we supposed to do?
Right. Yeah. And or just be sexy or cool in general.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I remember when Kennedy went off to school, the first thing she said to me was, "You be outside too much.
Too much.
Too much. You outside way too much."
And then their friends be loving you.
Yeah.
Because you're the fun
And
parent.
they're
You
following
cool.
me. They're following me. And they tell me don't tag them because they don't want their friends to go follow me.
Hilarious, yo.
It is quite a thing.
It's quite the spectacle.
Yes, quite the spectacle.
Yeah, it was fun though. You know, so we having fun out here.
I already said just you prepare to be sick of me because when Florida comes, I'm an act straight.
Forget about
fool.
it. Right.
What?
Oh, white sands, clear waters.
Hello.
Come on, man.
I gotta pick some swimsuits out. That reminds me. Part of these wondrous things with these wonderful young adult children we have, are graduations and all these things happening. And last weekend, I got to chill at home with my youngest, and you went on a nice graduation present gift with your baby.
Yes. Shout out to Taj, you know what I'm saying? We celebrated him before he graduated college.
Hey,
Got his degree.
one of the best graduations I've ever been to.
Yes. We talked about that in the early episode. Go check this out.
Yes.
And as a gift to him, initially, I wanted to take him out. He wanted to go somewhere where I wanted to take him on a trip, right? So when I approached him about the idea, he just wanted to go somewhere where he can take a lot of photos, right? And which is like anywhere, but some places are more picturesque than others. And so I had been to San Francisco a couple of times, right, in my past. So I was like, oh, I'm taking him to San Francisco. I know he wanted to go to L.A., but I know L.A. is kind of, I didn't really want to do that at that moment. San Francisco has a lot of beautiful architecture. The Lombard Street, the crookedest street in the world, all these other things, whatever, the Japanese tea garden, it's a lot out there, right? However, I remember hearing about San Francisco having a major problem with homelessness and all these other things. So I started looking it up because it's been many years since I've been. And when I looked it up, basically the homeless problem has gotten worse. And then on top of that, the economy has been hit. So what is it? Union Square, I think it's called, where I used to stay, where all the high end stores and stuff, the Fendi, the Goyard, the Prada, all the stores were, a lot of those stores are gone. And it just boarded up or whatever it is. So it's not what it was. So I said, well, you know what? Austin is a place I had never been.
Okay.
It's a place he had never been. And let's go experience Austin. I heard a lot of good things about it. I heard nothing but good things about it. So yeah, I took Taj to Austin for his graduation trip, and it was a hoot.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Food hoot.
It was a lot of food. Austin is rich in there's this thing called Keep Austin Weird, right? So it's different. There's a hippie element, there's a golfy element, there's the music, there's the food, there's drink, right? It's everywhere.
Wow.
Right? So you can barely get through a neighborhood without some of those homes, like it's homes, and then all of a sudden it's a home, but it's a bar or a restaurant. It's like someone has bought this home and converted it and whatnot. Austin, we learned a lot on the trip. Like it used to be flat, right? It used to be an ordinance in place where you couldn't have a building higher than the Capitol building, which is about 5-6 floors or something to that effect. Now that ended in 2005, so now you have skyscrapers. Okay. Right? Not Manhattan. We're not talking about 200 something floors or whatever it is. But they have a 77 floor building going up in Austin right now. That's crazy. And the whole skyline is filled with cranes. Okay. Right now. It's just things just going up. So they have plenty of high rises. Their downtown is popping. You look at it and you think that, wow, this all happened from 2006 on.
That's crazy.
It's not that long.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. However, they've done a good job with maintaining their identity.
Okay.
So far, right? So far, because I looked up. We stayed in the JW Marriott. We were on the 25th floor. And right out of we have a huge window right in our room. Right out of the window was a condo right there. And I'm like, I just wonder how much this condo cost. I looked it up, and it was like, for a 3-bedroom, was like $12,000.
Wait, for sale or for rent?
It was for rent. Excuse me, pardon me, for rent.
$12,000 for a month?
Yes.
Oh.
Right? So the 1-bedroom joint is like $4,000 and some change. So the particular one I looked at was a corner unit though. Mm-hmm. So spacious and all this other.
Around.
It was crazy. They look nuts. So Austin's popping. So we get there though, and we called the Uber and all that. Mm-hmm. And he's driving us. So our Uber driver ended up being this dude who was a transplant. He was from South Bronx.
Okay.
Right. So we all hit it off immediately and whatnot. He's telling us all the places to go. Go here for the barbecue, go there. But the line's there for barbecue. If you don't go there, you don't want to wait in line. You go to this other spot. The barbecue's just as good, if not better, but you don't have to line. Blah, blah, blah. He's giving us all the jewels. Wow. So as we driving, I was like, yo, so I got a question. Because we were approaching downtown. And I said, all right, I see downtown right ahead of us. And we just drove through an area, and I see a lot of homelessness. And he was like, "Oh, it's all over the place. It's crazy, but it's mostly on this side of the highway. On the other side of the highway, it's there, but it's nothing like over here." Wow. Or whatever. So I'm like, "Oh, here's that poverty thing. Here's that poverty line," which we later learned. I was at I-35, I believe it is. Okay. Was put in to redline the neighborhood.
Wow.
Right, to keep black folks on one side and keep white folks on the other side. Look up redlining if you don't know what redlining is. Oh, right?
More things change.
They stay the same. And it just shows you that these decisions that were made years and years and years and years and years ago still have impact today. Today. Right? So don't talk to me about, slavery and all this good. The impact today. Right? So I was like, wow, there's that. So, we moved around, man. We moved around. We had plenty of great food. I had a list of things that I wanted to talk to Taj about. Okay. As a dad, doing
the dad duty.
I'm talking to him about, man, you need to be doing more. You need to do this. You need to do that. What you doing with this? What you doing with that? And through conversation with him, I was like, okay, he's on this shit.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
How about that?
I'm crossing stuff off my list.
How about that?
I told him, I said, y'all had a list of stuff to talk to you about, but just through conversation, you let me know that you got your shit together and that, it's just going to take time. Yeah. But you got your shit together. Like, you're doing your thing. I'll forever be here to guide him. Yes. And give him advice, lend a hand, help him out if he needs it, so on and so forth, whatever. But he's making a way for himself as an artist. He's a photographer in New York City and the surrounding boroughs. So if you want some raw film photography specifically done or digital, holla at him.
Yeah. Blessings to him.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. It was dope. It was a great trip. We bonded. Let me see, what else did I have to talk about? The Southern hospitality.
How about that?
We walking down the street, people speaking.
Such a nice thing.
Complimenting you on your outfit. Yeah. Your shirt or your hat or your sneakers. You get it. Yeah. You get it down here. People always complimenting you on things. So some people just cross those barriers. It don't matter if you're north, south, east, or west. But Taj was blown away because he lives in New York City. He lives in Brooklyn. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's rude.
It
comes with the territory.
And it's not even like being rude. It's just culture.
It's just the way it is.
Like when I flew Lufthansa Airlines back in the day, going to, I think I was going to Germany or coming back. I flew it both ways. They were in my mind, they were so rude. But it's just the way, this is just a German thing. You know what I'm saying? It was the same. It's the same like that in New York City. But he was blown away with Austin and how nice people were. And he was, by the end of the trip, he was talking about the idea of living there.
Hey.
Right?
One trip. Look at how one trip can change it could change his future. It could change the course. Yeah. Just by the exposure. Yeah. To that new location.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And you know, I'm not gonna tell him not to. I encourage him to do whatever he feels like he wants to do.
Yeah.
You know, we already supported him being an artist. You know what I'm saying? That's what he is. So if that calls for you to go down to Austin, you're going to have a lot of competition. I'm sure there's a lot of photographers there, but there's so many events and things going on all the time. You know what I'm saying? And it's a little slower. It's nicer. Yes, everyone's walking around with guns, and there's a lot of racism there. It's Texas. Let's be clear.
Yes.
We're not foolish.
They want to be their own country.
Yeah, every now and then they try to secede. You know what I'm saying? However, you can find your little slices of, you know what I'm saying, serenity or heaven or whatever within these types of, we all do it. We have to do it.
You have to.
We have to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let me see. The heat.
Yeah. How's the heat in Texas?
Yo, son. You take a shower, you walk out the hotel, and the shower is immediately just thrown out the window.
Oh.
It's so hot. You're sweating. It just is what it is. Like one day, Taj took 3 showers in a day. Like it's just is what it is. This is Texas, man. You're closer to the equator. The sun is sitting right on your shoulders when you go outside.
So basically, you're telling me I'll be taking 6 showers a day.
Oh, yeah, you might, yo. You for some reason you love the sun and the heat in Florida, any tropical area, but outside of that, you don't really be feeling it like that.
I don't rock with it.
I was surprised we lasted at brunch today with the half of the table, the sunlight hitting half of the table.
Good out there though.
Yeah,
felt really good. And I'm trying to get my tan on. You know, this color needs to be a little more bronzy.
Indeed.
That's awesome though. I'm happy. You know, I think that's, you know, a great thing. And, you know, next year it'll be my turn to do the same. And I just think that exposing our young adult children to other locales and other locations definitely helps them. It broadens their minds to the possibilities. And I think young people, now is the time to screw up, try shit,
stumble, fall. You
can do all the shit right now and recover because you have, like, you're just responsible for yourself right now.
Yep.
No kids, no debt, no this, no that. Do it. Go do it. Enjoy it. If you don't like it, great. You tried it. Like you talked about.
Yeah.
You tried something different. And then if you don't like it, you can go back to what you know already.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great thing.
It's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing, man. I love my son and he loves me too. And we have a great relationship. And spending time like that together just strengthens it. Yeah. You know what I mean? It just makes it stronger. And it just gives more understanding and clarity. And, you know, I'm straight up with my son. It's like, listen, man, you know, he's such a nice person. Really I say this all the time. He's such a nice person, a considerate and thoughtful person. Yes. And sometimes that, you know, he'll, like, we're standing on the block. I'm about to call an Uber. We're standing in the sun. He said, do you mind if I go stand in the shade? I said, bro, you're grown. Yeah. You don't have to ask me about where. He was like, it's just habit, you know.
Because you're dad.
I'm dad. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But go stand in the shade. Like, if I feel like I'm on to stand my dumb old ass in the sun and roast, you go stand in the shade and show me that's a better idea. I might follow you there. But, you know, but it's just, it's you know, it's just interesting seeing this this transition because, you know, he's not even 25 yet. So, you know, as what's my man Esso would say that the frontal lobe is not fully developed.
Not fully developed. That's Kennedy. Like
Kennedy says that too. So yes.
Do you think that this might be something that you guys do every year? Like maybe take a trip or every other year?
Yeah, regular. Let's just say regularly. Whatever that schedule looks like. I don't know if it'll be every year because you and I have a lot going on. You know, and these next few years are gonna be kind of crazy, but yes, we talked about that when I was out there about because we went on the last trip we did was Fort Lauderdale together. You know what I'm saying? We had a great time with that. He still remembers it, still talks about it, and so yeah, he was like, you know, we got to figure out what we're gonna do next. And he was funny enough, he was planning. He and his boys are planning a crew trip, first crew trip.
Oh wow, the guys that we met from brunch.
I think some of them. Okay. Some of them, yes.
All right.
And he wants to convince them to go to Austin. Nice. You know what I'm saying? So South by Southwest is in March, and that's
that's
for
a
the young
big
folks.
thing.
Yeah,
that's a big thing.
That's a huge thing. The festival time. I mean, everything's gonna be priced up, but but you know, he's gonna try to convince them to go to Austin. So I was like, man, get y'all an Airbnb and you know, kill it.
Do it.
One thing that we'll end on this and we'll move on. He said to me that now that he's done with school, he was like, you know, I'm trying to see what's up with the girls. And I was like, okay, that was on my list to talk about. Like, because my son is not very, you know, he's not super, you know, out there like that.
Thank God.
I was wild as a child, guys. So yeah, he's not me. And he said, I said, so, okay. I said, so was it like a conscious decision of yours while you were in school? He said, yeah. He said, I was overwhelmed. He said, I was so busy with schoolwork. He said, I just decided that I'm not trying to deal with no girls. He said, because I just was too busy. And I told him, I said, that was a very mature decision. Very mature decision. I said, so it says a lot. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't making decisions like that when I was your age, bro.
And not every young man in college is making those decisions. Some of them are just rolling the dice and seeing what
straight up. Shooting the club up and everything.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, Jesus.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
so, yeah, he said he made a conscious decision to not do that. He had a couple little things here and there and whatnot. He even had a long-distance relationship that didn't work out. Wow. Shorty was in Philly. She came to visit a couple times. I was like, did you ever go out there? He said, nah. I said, all right, cool. Like, you know me, I'm like, yo, watch where you visit. Yeah. And you know that there's, you know, long distance it's tough to maintain that. So, absolutely. Yeah, he's ready to start seeing what's going on out here in the world.
Oh boy.
He's in the right place.
Yeah. You
know what I mean?
Wow.
I just told him to keep an open mind, man, and go out there, be safe and have fun.
Yeah. Be safe.
Be safe and have fun.
Be safe. Yes.
Maybe stay away from Houston and Atlanta.
Yeah.
Those numbers not looking good.
The numbers.
Those numbers looking funny in the light.
Do kids ask do they do the interview questions? Are they asking to see test results? Are they doing?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think people. But I don't know. I'm not out there. I don't know what these motherfuckers doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was dope, man. I just wanted to share the Austin trip with y'all, man. Shout out to my son.
And congratulations to you, because now you have moved into the parental consulting division.
Shout out to Tiff. Shout out to Tiffany Sampson. You know what I'm saying? So we were at the airport when we got back to DC. We were waiting for our luggage, and he he was gonna spend the night and then go back to Brooklyn, to New York City, in the morning. And then he said, "Man, I'm thinking about just heading back now. Like, should I just head back now? You know?" And I was like, well, you know, it's up to you. I said, but I said he was looking for a bus. I said, look for Amtrak. Look on Amtrak for a train. And if you see something, let me know. And he was like, well, I don't really want to spend that much. You know, in his mind, it's not on me. You know what I mean? He was like, I don't really want to spend that money. I said, no, I'm telling you that I got it. Like, if you got to find a ticket, I got it. So he found a ticket, and I sent him the money. You know what I'm saying? And boom, he got his ticket. And I said, I put my hand on the shoulder. I said, my parenting is over now. I'm now a consultant. Hey, this is it. So he started laughing. But you know, that's how it is, man. Yeah, they got to transition into something.
It's very hard. You know, parenting adults is not easy. Once they turn 18, you're supposed to allow them to be the adults that they've grown into, but you're still parenting in a certain way. Yeah. And then once they turn 21, you're like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah. And so but I realize now I'm consulting.
I shared a couple of war stories with him. Stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A couple of Miami trip stories with him.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what I mean? Gotta, give him a little inspiration. Like, the rappers drive the Rolls Royce through the hood to show everybody they can do it too. Yeah. So I just drove my Rolls Royce through his hood for a second.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, shared a couple of stories with him. Some laughing and all that good stuff, man. It was a great time, man. Great time.
I'm really happy that you guys did that.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
Congrats.
So, speaking of kids, right, we have this topic that we've been carrying around, right? Oh, the myths that we believed as kids. The myths that we believed as kids.
Folks was lying to us.
Not only were they, some people was lying, and we're dumb kids.
Dumb and believing.
Have I ever shared with you? You know what? I gotta save it. I'll save it. I have a theory that I came up with, but I'll save it. Let's do this first.
Okay.
Right? Some myths that we used to believe as kids.
Okay.
One thing that I'll go first. Do you have some? Do you have a couple of them? Because I got a whole website and everything. I did my Trina on this one. I got some research.
I do have one. Okay, yes, go ahead.
Quicksand.
Yes.
I thought that I was going to encounter quicksand at some point in my life.
Didn't we all?
I thought I was going to.
How many movies did we watch where someone was trying to reach
quicksand
and falling through the quicksand and then go under?
I ain't seen nothing yet, and I don't want to either.
But I want to know, where is it?
Where is the quicksand?
Where is it? Does anybody know where quicksand is?
Does anybody know?
Because I would love to know just where it is so I can look at it and understand that that's it and don't go no further.
Right, we saw quicksand. I thought I was going to see that, but I never did.
Oh my gosh.
Dad's invincibility. Oh. I thought Dad was invincible.
That you Superman?
Yeah, I thought he was Superman growing up. Complete myth. He was just reckless and endangering me, taking me out on the damn water in a little boat. Neither one of us could swim.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a couple that I had, but I want to go to this list. But you can go ahead and be having to share something.
Okay, so when I was younger, we used to make mud pies. Did you ever make mud pies outside?
Nah, I know what you mean.
You know, you get the dirt and you mix it with the water, and then you can pull down some of the berries off the trees and put them in the mix.
No.
Yeah, we did that.
Word?
Yeah, there were berries that came off of these trees, right? And just off the bushes. And everybody said that if you ate them, you were going to die. And so, of course, I never ate any of the berries because everybody would just say, if you eat those, you're going to die. And they were red ones and they were green ones that just used to grow on these bushes. And we would make the mud pies and we would have like a whole tray. So the way that they cook is you make the mud pies. You make the mud pies. And you sit them on like a 2x4 or 4x4, right? Wood. And you sit them out in the sun during, like, you make the mud pies early, like 11.
What do you put them in? Like a little pie pan?
No, you just make them with your hands. And then
you just form them.
And smush them down.
Oh.
And you grab, like, some of the dirt would be like dirt, and then some of the dirt would be like sandy dirt.
Okay, yes.
And you would mix it all together, and you grab a couple of the berries and mix it in the dirt, and you form the pie.
This is fascinating.
And you lay it down, and you put it out in the sun, like at the height of the day, like, 12 o'clock.
Yeah, no doubt.
12 to 2.
Yeah, there you go.
And then they dry out, and then you have mud pies, but you don't eat them.
Right. What would y'all do with them then? You just kind of throw them or something. Just throw them away.
Throw them at each other.
It's just something to do.
It's just something to just throw them at each other.
But you thought in your mind that if you take a bite, you're going to die.
You're going to die. Yeah.
The parents told you that?
Yes. My grandmother, my cousin, somebody older told me that if I ate it, I was going to die.
Here's 10 myths.
Wait. I had another one.
That's fantastic. Go ahead.
I had another one.
That is fantastic.
So when I was little, they would always tell me that if I turned the light on in a car, that the police was gonna arrest us. Like they were gonna pull us over.
Is that on here?
That the police were gonna arrest us. And I see people driving around with the lights on in their car, and nothing happening. Nothing has happened to anybody. The whole family's in the car.
Why did they say that?
I don't know, but they told me that when I was little. Yo. So I remember that.
Me too. Turn that light off.
Turn that light off. Police gonna pull us over.
Why would the police pull you over for that?
I don't know.
Oh my God. 10 myths you may have heard from your parents.
Okay.
Chewing gum stays in your stomach for 5 to 7 years.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. Don't swallow that gum.
7 years.
7 years. Yes.
7 years.
Who came up with the number?
Wait an hour after eating before you go swimming to prevent cramps.
Or throwing up. Yeah.
We only use 10% of our brain. This is false. It's not true.
Well, how much of a percent do we use?
Hey, man, listen, look it up. We're not Googling all that today.
But we watched that movie where he didn't use all of it, and he unlocked the part of his brain.
Yeah, a homeboy from,
Yeah, remember that movie? I forgot the name of it. It was Bradley Cooper, right? Yeah.
There you go, Bradley Cooper.
He took a pill, and he opened
that movie's dope.
Yeah, and he became like super smart. He knew everything, and the brain was like...
It was a movie. It was a movie.
It's a lie.
Sitting too close to the TV will make you go blind.
I gotta remember that. I gotta remember that.
Get back up from that TV.
Back up from the TV.
That's the way it was delivered to us.
Oh, wait. I got another one.
Go.
When it's raining, get off the phone.
Get off the phone.
You can't be on the phone. When
That lightning's going to come through the phone.
And lightning going to come through.
Yo, they told us anything.
Oh, my gosh.
Shaved hair shaved hair grows back thicker and darker.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yep,
Yeah.
we used to hear that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They have on here sugar makes children hyper. Is a myth. I don't know.
Hold on.
This says false. Several studies have shown that sugar doesn't cause children to be more hyper. Some studies demonstrated that parents who thought their child was given sugar believed them to be more hyper even when they weren't given sugar, demonstrating the misconception parents sometimes have. However, sugar does affect behavior. A breakfast high in sugar has been shown to result in severe deterioration of attention span when compared to no breakfast or a whole grain cereal. One study reported that children who were given sugar had higher levels of adrenaline, a possible explanation for this misconception, because higher adrenaline levels lead to symptoms similar to those of hyperactivity. So it's a little technicality there.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to love this one.
Okay, tell me.
Trina, Marie, you're going to love this one.
Tell me.
This is the myth, according to them.
Uh-oh.
If you go outside with wet hair on a cold day, you'll catch a cold. That's a myth.
Wait, what?
Colds are caused by viruses. You've heard me say this so many times.
You do telling me that. I'm like,
Which
you
you
need to put on an undershirt.
before you catch a cold, which you can't get just from being outside in the cold. You may feel sick if you're outside all day in the cold or rain, runny nose, chills, fatigue, but it's not because of a virus. It's because you can experience the same symptoms when you are chilled as when you are sick.
Wow.
That's interesting though. That I get it. I get it. I can see how that could be a misconception. Beans. You lose most of your heat through your head.
Yeah.
They said that's false.
Really?
Here's a good one. All right, I'm going to say the last one first, and then the last. I'm going to say one for last. This is really good. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Myth.
And didn't the Surgeon General say that?
Listen.
Didn't the Surgeon
It's
General?
all a sham. Don't get me started. USDA, Surgeon General, all that shit's a sham. All of it, y'all.
I realize because they really don't regulate nothing.
They ain't regulating nothing. They ain't regular. I was watching the whole video on ground beef earlier today.
Why?
One, it was the stuff that we see in the store, and the other one was actual ground beef that you get from a cow on a farm, so on and so forth, whatever. All the shit that they add in this USDA
Certified.
That shit don't mean nothing.
Wait.
They feeding us bullshit. All right, let's continue going because we're gonna derail this thing. I watch a lot of Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Why were you watching a thing on beef this morning?
Last, cracking your knuckles causes arthritis. Shout out to our parents and our elders.
Our grandparents, y'all lied to us. Plain and simple, y'all lied to us.
So my theory, I've only shared this with one person, I think. Kids are only smart compared to other kids. They're idiots. They don't know anything. They haven't experienced enough life.
Well, no,
They'll believe anything. We are a living result. We're just showing you right now. We just went through a whole segment.
But I believed it for the rest of my life, some of these things. Wow.
They'll believe anything. The kids are stupid.
That's the brainwashing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They'll believe anything. You tell them anything. I was talking to Joe about it the other day. Joe's the only person I've ever told this theory to. And he shares it in conversation with tons of people that he's spoken to. It's my theory. They're only smart compared to other kids.
Wow.
You tell someone says, "Look, my kid got 100 on their test." I'm like, "That's 5th grade math. That's crazy easy."
But they're in the 5th grade.
That's right. Exactly. You're only smart compared to other kids.
Wow.
Yo, man, shout out to the kids out there. Hey. Love y'all, yo. Love y'all.
I'm afraid. Very.
Back up in this piece.
We used to be known for
What else we got? What's
well,
going
the
on?
other night was the presidential debate.
Oh, God. Do I have a window sad?
So our current Democratic representative, President Joe Biden, and our current Republican representative, former President Donald Trump, had a tete-a-tete on CNN. And it's just, this is where we are in America right now.
It ain't pretty.
All I keep thinking about is Donald, what's his name? Childish Gambino. This is America. They're going to live it up.
Listen, Donald Trump is as Donald Trump as ever, and Joe Biden sleep.
Oh, Jesus, help us.
He doesn't know what's going on.
Help us. Did you ever see that movie, Bulworth, with Warren Beatty?
Yeah, a long time ago.
That's the one about politics, right?
I believe so. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I saw that a long time ago. I remember that movie.
Wait, is that the movie?
I can't remember.
Okay, so there
I
was a
remember
movie
that
about the political spin and things that happen behind
right.
the scenes.
I think that might have been that.
It was that, right?
It might have been. It's all good though.
Okay. I don't know what the goal is right now. Where are the spinsters? Like, what is the goal? Like, what is the end game if these are the two that we got up here in front of us? What are we supposed to do with this?
The spinsters are there. So on the Joe Biden side. Right? So on the Joe Biden side, the spinsters are there. They've been spinning. They knew what was going to happen and they prepared for it. Because as soon as it was over, the next day we see Obama tweeting bad debates happen. But but Joe is still who Joe is. He tells the truth. Like this, that's what they decided to go with.
Okay.
The spin is there. They've been spinning for Joe Biden. They've been spinning, yo. They're carrying him off the stage. They're leading him off the stage by his arm. He don't know where he's at.
Joe Budden for president.
Let's get Joe Budden. Just get Joe Budden in office. Forget it.
I just don't understand. Like, if there's been a degenerative thing happening with Biden because of age, and I know that ageism is a thing and it's not very great or whatever, but if your senses are off, if this is off, your synapses, whatever it is, I just don't understand why the party would not push for a better replacement for him who would probably poll better against Trump. There has to be a representative, a congressman, a senator or something, or Kamala. I mean, it's never going to happen because America's not ready for a black woman to be president, but there has to be another way than him.
It's too late now.
It's not too late.
It's for them to find another candidate and put him in place.
The party could encourage him to step aside.
Yeah,
it is not too late. You can we can find somebody else or he could step aside and say, you know what? I think the vice president should move into. But honestly, it's going to be a numbers game. Period.
Yeah, listen.
It's going to be who shows up, who gets out the vote the most, and comes out and votes for if these two numbnuts are our options.
You know what? On second thought, you might be right. Yeah, like if they replace him now, then some folks who said, I'm not voting for him, I'm not voting for either one of them. Right. Might go vote for the new person.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
There's a person. And it's very unfortunate that there isn't even an independent, like we discussed in the car. Yeah. That could be a possible option to pull the vote, to swing the vote in another way. We don't even have that right now.
They don't have the money to campaign the right way.
Where are all the rich people who want to be president? Because there's
Donald Trump.
Of them.
Well, is he really rich? I don't know.
Who was the other one? The New York guy who wanted to be president. What was his name?
I can't remember. It's a few of them.
Yeah, like where are all the rich white men who want to be president?
To blow a few millions on your campaign.
To blow your own money, at least blow the race, just to swing the race in another direction. It's very unfortunate that this is where we are, and these are the two people that we have. And I don't want to be one of those people that say I'm not voting. I believe in voting, even though many say it's rigged and all these other kind of things. And the Electoral College is a sham and all of that stuff. But if we don't vote, we know who is showing up to vote. Middle America is showing up to vote.
And that's
rural counties and rural areas are showing up to vote. And those areas primarily vote against my benefit. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. So it's an interesting thing because people get stuck in the vote to keep something out.
A party. Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Yeah. No, we don't want this, so we're gonna vote for that. But I have a problem with that. I have a problem with when that is bullshit and that is bullshit. When it's bullshit on both sides. Like I don't have a loyalty to either party. I don't care about politics like that. You know what I mean? So I don't call myself Democratic, or I don't call a Democrat or a Republican. I just don't. And like I expressed to you before, I was prepared to vote my interest, which was at the time my money, right? And also I was prepared to vote Republican, and then Trump won the candidacy, and me being from where I'm from, knowing about Trump, it's just no way I was going to vote for this dude. He's a piece of shit. So I voted on the other side. But this whole premise, though, I've been thinking about this, right? It's just, black folks, there's this morality thing when it comes to voting, right? They say that our ancestors fought for this.
Yeah.
Right. So you have
a lot that was done to keep us from voting.
Yes, and you have a
civic duty.
A duty, right? You owe this to your ancestors to go vote.
Yes.
In a system like this, though, does that still hold water? Does that still hold any water? That premise that our ancestors fought for this, so you have a responsibility to go out there and vote, and specifically in a scenario like this.
Well, I mean, as a student of electoral politics, I would say, yeah. I would say that there's so many things that even happened between the last election and now with gerrymandering and redistricting districts and moving poll sites, closing poll sites, technically designating people as ineligible to vote, saying that their registrations were invalid. There are several states that still have cases where they still haven't figured out the status on some people's votes that they submitted, because there's so many little laws state by state that are being put up to keep folks from voting.
Okay.
And I think just because of that, for those of us who are able to vote, it's important that we do show up in order to just, have the representation for those who aren't able to show up. Because I can tell you, I've sat at a poll and seen people get turned away because the ID, they didn't have the right ID with the proper name, or they were at the wrong polling site because the polling site has changed again and they don't even know where they're supposed to go vote.
Right.
Which automatically, when that type of stuff happens, 9 times out of 10, the person doesn't go and figure out the space to vote. They don't go vote in the other location.
They're discouraged and
they're discouraged and they don't vote. And forget it if it's raining. There's a whole thing about how people don't come out to vote if the weather is bad.
So you're saying that the responsibility to vote is to further or push along the fight to improve the system.
Correct.
Not necessarily to get a candidate in there that's going to do something for anyone.
I mean, what are these candidates really doing for us?
I mean, listen, I got to give Biden some credit. Like, he's done some things on the low. You know what I'm saying? Some things that has to help a lot of people.
I mean, there's a lot of folks walking around here with their student loans zeroed out because of Biden.
It's significant.
There's also a lot of folks who lost family members from COVID thanks to Trump.
Right.
Thanks to the not bringing a shutdown in sooner, not implementing the pandemic alerts sooner, and giving bad advice in press conferences like bleach. So, I mean, it's a double. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. You can't complain about what happens after the election if Trump gets into office. If you sat your ass on the couch and you didn't go vote, you know. And if you do vote and you vote and Biden wins, and everybody's talking about he's mentally incompetent and should be declared unfit to rule, then we get the vice president who steps in his place, and America will be pissed because it's a black woman.
Right.
So it's like I said, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. But if you do nothing, then you can't really say anything. You're just sitting there. You just, I think that the 4 years of Trump presidency showed the nastiness and the ugliness of the country, and it allowed the racists to feel really comfortable in their skin and to just be like, driving around and antagonizing people. I lived in Florida during the Trump presidency, and the folks that decided to put the Trump flags on the back of their trucks and drive all around town and turn up their music and look at you and be like, 4 more years, 4 more years. I experienced that firsthand. Yeah. And there was a certain level of discomfort because the racism was very, it was there.
Overt.
It was overt. It was in your face. And those of us who know, we know. If you experienced it, you experienced it.
Yeah.
And I shout out to expat options of going to another country and living
Okay, so all right, I had somewhere I was going to go, but you just perfect transition right here, right? It's perfect segue. So I have a question.
Yeah.
Right. Let's say, Hillbilly Bob or Mr. I don't give a fuck about black people or anybody else wins, right? And they're in office, right? So they got all the judges, they got the presidential shit. Everything is swinging. It's their way right now, which is probably what's going to end up happening. But everything is their way, and they say, "Hey, black people, y'all been asking for reparations, and we have come up with a plan."
Oh, please.
Right? Basically, the take your ass back to Africa plan. They say, look, you can get a house. We looked it up. You can get a house built in Ghana. At the time that we looked it up, $65,000 cash.
Yes.
You can get a home built in Ghana.
Yeah.
Right? They say, each black person that wants to go back to Africa, we will give you, let's say, $250,000.
Tax-free?
Tax-free, right? We have created this system that will get you into getting your home built, boom, all these different things. We're setting you up to go back to Africa, and you have to get rid of your citizenship, U.S.
Oh wow,
and go back.
So does that mean we also don't have to pay the penalty for relinquishing American citizenship?
You're done. You're no longer American.
Ooh, that's amazing.
Would you do it?
Yeah.
Quick, boom, hey, shout it. That's why right here. I would too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm out. You want me to go back to Africa?
Cool.
Set it up. Let's the reparations right there.
Because we're gonna put the money into another country and take it and go live somewhere. I would love to live somewhere where racism wasn't at the front of my brain every 5 seconds.
All the time.
Absolutely.
That's a question for y'all out there. If y'all listening, I want to hear those answers.
Yeah.
I will be on the first thing smoking.
And the continent of Africa has many locations where you can live. It's not just Ghana. It's not just Liberia. It's not just the western coast of Africa. There's South Africa.
They say South Africa is just like this, though.
Yeah, apartheid was real bad. There's East Africa.
Yes, there's plenty of places.
There's Northern. There's so many other places that are developing. And hey, ain't gotta ask me twice.
Listen, you ain't gotta tell me nothing.
Here's my passport.
Yep.
I'm good.
I'm out.
And I ain't gotta pay to relinquish, and I don't have to pay no penalties.
Nope.
And it's tax free.
Give me a house built.
Don't have to eat the food that's killing me here anymore.
Listen.
I'm good.
Yeah, man. That was good. That's good. Good stuff right there. I like it.
I mean, it's unfortunate. This is what we got. And do you think that there should be term limits or age requirements or fitness in order to run?
There should be term limits. Well,
there are term limits
in Congress. There should be term limits in Congress.
There are term limits on the presidency.
Yes, presidency is 4 years, of course.
I think there should be some, I hate to say ageism type things, but I think there should be some cognitive testing in order to ensure that a 90-year-old dude isn't up here running the presidency.
I mean, the thing with Biden, I mean, there's 90-year-old people who are very sharp on their shit.
Absolutely.
Right? The thing with somebody like Biden is that we saw his health go down during his presidency. Yes. So what do you do in a situation like that? You can't just snatch him out. Like,
well,
you know what I mean?
That's what the vice president is there for.
Right. I'm just saying if there's a system that's saying that we're going to be checking your health and shit like that.
Well, actually, they are supposed to check his health. So they know right now he gets an annual presidential physical to check on his fitness. Yes. And of course, they're going to say that he's fine because that's what they're paid to say.
Even if they said he wasn't fine, there's nothing in place that's going to take him out of office, is there?
If he's unwell and unable,
then they got to make the vice president step up.
The articles say that the vice president steps up.
So, there should be term limits in Congress. You should not be able to run for president if you are a felon. And I'm saying that because they restrict felons from doing all types of other shit.
Felons can't vote.
You can't vote. If felons can't vote, then how's a felon going to be president?
In many instances, felons can't even be on a ballot. In many states, he won't be able to be on the ballot. This is where folks who don't read the Constitution or interpret the Constitution to their benefit lose out. This is when you're able to stack the Supreme Court in a way that they're going to look at the Constitution in a way that benefits you. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, he should not technically be able to run, and states could really challenge it if they wanted to. Yeah, but they're not gonna because they're so scared. Yeah, they're so scared, and not enough people who are knowledgeable in constitutional law want to even do the dance that it takes to get it done. But he shouldn't be eligible. And many scholars, there's a couple of articles. The Atlantic wrote a huge piece on the constitutionality of whether Trump should be allowed to run for president, and they kind of buried the story. It's very in-depth. It's very detailed. And one of my old professors is actually quoted in another article about his ability, the constitutionality of him being able to run. And what America relies on is the dumbness of Americans and them not being aware of the Constitution.
I used to drive around with a copy of the Constitution in my car.
Did you?
Yeah. Wow. Kept it right in my glove compartment,
That's why we.
Listen, man.
That's why we here.
Like,
my copy of the Federalist Papers is back there.
Right.
Like, I mean, that's deep.
Tell me shit.
There's a lot of people who don't even know what's in the Constitution. We all had to go to school and learn about it, but
All right, man. Let's get out of this politics shit.
Okay.
Do we care that Rosa Parks' husband had a car?
I want to know, did he really have a car?
Let's just say he did. This is just straight humor, yo. This is straight. I think it's hilarious that Rosa Parks' husband had a car. I think it's hilarious.
Well, shit is all I can say. Because, what do you do with this?
Nothing. It's all jokes. If you're not just cracking jokes with this, then you're doing too much. Yeah. Because there's couples with one car.
Yes.
One person takes the car somewhere. The other person got to catch a bus or catch a train or whatever.
He had to go to the plant and work.
Maybe he was at work.
He was at work.
Maybe she had the car the day before. He said, all right, now it's my turn to have the car. You go catch a bus. I caught the bus yesterday.
Listen.
But
I can't.
The idea that Rosa Parks' husband had a car is hilarious.
And the person who went to dig this information out, you ain't shit.
You ain't shit, yo. Come on, man. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh. Give me a break, y'all. Give me a break.
Go ahead.
Jonathan Majors last week received the Perseverance Award from Jason Lee's organization, the Hollywood Unlocked whatever.
That's what that was?
This was not the NAACP. This was not BET. This was not any of those others. This was Jason Lee's organization. He did this shit. And he had people at this thing. He had Cardi there. He had everybody.
What else did they do? They did other stuff?
They gave other people awards too and stuff. But yes.
Good for him. You know what? Good for him.
Good for Jason Lee?
Yeah, good for you, man. Do your thing. You got to start somewhere.
I've watched him talk about his story and how he got into all of this. And I got to give him that for just doing this thing, the ability to work it the way that he does in Hollywood. But not only that, but he had Iyanla Van Zant present Jonathan Majors with the freaking award.
Hugged him, made him cry.
Hugged him, rubbing his back.
Get those spirits out.
Yes.
Rubbing the spirits out.
And I was
wiping those spirits, the bad spirits away.
What happened to Iyanla Fix My Life? Because she would have called him a gutter snipe.
She was fixing his life.
If you ever watched her do the gutter snipe thing, listen, how you not gonna hold this man? Iyanla,
hold on, what'd
he do? He's domestic violence.
He didn't do nothing.
Listen.
We all know that at this point.
Listen, we don't know what it was at this
point. The law says
he
didn't do shit.
We also had a whole bunch of interviews from a whole bunch of other people, women, who said that he did put his hands on them in previous relationships.
We've seen this play run a zillion times, so you don't know if it's true or not.
We don't know if it's true or not. And Making Good, baby, we waiting for you. If you blink twice, if you need to run.
Do we believe them yet?
No.
This is a long play. If they're really running a play, it's a long play.
I feel like maybe she feels bad because she was the one that he was texting when this whole thing came about. If she's the one that caused all of this shenanigans do-rah-bop, she's sticking by him because she feels responsible for him losing everything. She's loving on him and trying to be there for him because if that's the chick that he was texting in the phone.
You ever see that YouTube video where the dude and his lady are in an apartment, they get in an argument and she's leaving. She's like, I'm leaving you. And she's like, you'll never find somebody better than me. This, that, and third, whatever, boom. And she walks out the door, and before she closes the door, she looks back and he's already with another chick. Yeah. That's Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's Hollywood, yo.
Yeah.
They just move on. These relationships just start. But it's been
apparently
a while now.
The relationship had already started before. Mm-hmm. And so she's sticking beside him.
Do you believe them yet? Do you believe them?
It's weird.
You think it's real?
It's weird when you see the interviews. It's weird. It's real weird. Like you have to say that you're in the happiest that you've ever been in your life. You're in love, and them doing the song thing on the red carpet at that awards event that Jason Lee had. Like the interviews, it's been weird. And I don't know what to say about it. And maybe they feel weird, and maybe they don't really want to put the relationship on Front Street, but they have to because she was in court during the thing. And I don't know.
It's interesting.
It's weird.
They still running the play.
They still are. I don't know. Is it real, y'all?
Have you heard these Chris Brown, Michael Jackson comparisons?
Well, they've always been saying it, that he would have more Michael Jackson comparisons if he never had the Rihanna issue.
What song does Chris Brown have that we can compare to Human Nature?
I don't know.
What?
I only know a couple of Chris Brown songs, and they're from the beginning. Whereas Michael Jackson, I know a catalog from even when he was a little kid singing with the Jackson 5. So I don't know what song. Is he a great performer?
Yes.
Yes. Is he a great dancer?
Yes.
Yes. Is
Talented.
he a great singer? Yes.
Yes.
And apparently he can rap. But
then he can do everything. Basketball, dancing, rapping.
And he acts a little.
Yeah.
But I don't know about the Michael Jackson comparison.
Like, why do people, we do this. This is what we do, right? Yeah. We compare, and at the end of the day, it's different. It's just different eras and all this other stuff.
Yeah. Maybe they're looking for their Michael Jackson of this era.
But just have Chris Brown. Like, we have people like our age saying that Chris Brown is a Michael Jackson, or he will be, this level, whatever. He's higher than Michael Jackson. And I'm like, are y'all just going off of the dancing and performing? Because music-wise, like Michael Jackson touched souls. Like, did they not see the pictures in the videos of Michael Jackson looking out of his hotel room, and it looks like a concert of 100,000 people outside?
Looking out.
What does Chris Brown have to match up with this?
I mean, he's a great performer. He's a great dancer. I like him.
I love Chris Brown.
I don't know if we're there, but he could be coming into it. Maybe he's coming into his Michael Jackson era. Maybe he's gonna do some things that are gonna be groundbreaking and what have you, or maybe Usher. I've heard them say Usher is the next Michael Jackson type of. I don't know. How about we just leave Michael Jackson where he is and not try to pull another one?
Well, he's so great that people have to compare it to. Just like Michael Jordan, he's so great that everybody's like, "This is the next Michael Jordan. This is the next Michael Jordan." If you're not aggressive like Michael Jordan, then you ain't this and you ain't that.
There's never gonna be another Michael Jordan.
It's over. It's done.
There's just Michael Jordan.
It's just Michael Jordan.
Yeah. And there's just Michael Jackson.
There's just Michael Jackson.
And there's just
and
Prince.
there will never be another Michael Jackson.
And there will never look. Michael Jackson and Prince could never get it together.
No,
they can never be friends.
There was never another James Brown. There was never another one. These are people, individuals, and that's it. It's almost unfair to compare these new acts.
Leave our greats where they are and stop remaking their shit.
What else? What else we got? This is a passing topic. Whack 100, which is the Game's brother. Bailed out Keefe D, which is Tupac's accused murderer.
What's that about?
I don't know. That's an interesting thing. I don't know what it's about. Y'all, if y'all know what it's about, please let me know. What we doing?
I was
put your glass over.
Say, I had one.
Go ahead.
Did you hear that Diddy got married in Hawaii last week?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Supposedly, Diddy married Baby Love's mother, Dana Tran, the cybersecurity analyst that had his last daughter.
Haven't seen anything about this.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
You think it's true?
I don't know. If he did it, he could have did it for, whatever.
Did he do it?
I don't know if Diddy did it. Did he do it? Did it? It's still no Diddy. It's still no Diddy for me. He also wiped his Instagram clean. He took everything down off of his Instagram page as well.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough. That's probably the right move.
Interesting.
Yeah,
very interesting.
We over that shit.
Is he gonna pop out with his wedding pictures?
Still no charges.
Still no charges. We supposedly had these grand jury testimonies happen back when the Rolling Stone article came out that next week. We still haven't heard them drop the charges on him. So I don't know if he married Dana Tran. Maybe that's to secure, I don't know, conjugal visits. I don't know. Shit.
Secure conjugal visits is wild.
Shit. I don't know.
If I got locked up, one of my main goals would probably be to secure conjugal visits.
Yeah, get married.
That should be near the top of your list.
That's the only way you're gonna get them.
Secure conjugal visits. That is great. You did this before?
I'm here all week.
T-shirts in the back.
Hey, margaritas too.
What else we got? We did the parents sexy thing. Kendrick did his pop out.
What I got versus what I ordered.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Kendrick Lamar. Yes, Kendrick Lamar. Let's talk about Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, Kendrick did his pop out. We got like a minute or two.
They not like us.
Can't stop singing that damn song. Yeah. Wop, 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 wop.
Listen, Megan Thee Stallion was whopping her cheeks at her concert. Like, listen. So good news about the song. Apparently, he's eligible for a Grammy.
He might win too.
And he probably is going to win. And I'm happy. I'm here for it. Listen.
Me too.
But he wins this Grammy dissing Drake. Is this the demise?
Man, that's crazy.
Is this the demise of Drake? How does Drake come back from this if Kendrick Lamar wins a Grammy off of dissing him and they not like us?
I'll be honest. Like when all this was happening and everybody talking about Drake is done, I was like, y'all do realize that y'all just a small corner of society. Like people on the internet talking about Drake is done. All this. This guy's an international star, and we don't know the level of attention that is being paid to this whole thing overseas. However, after the concert, I was like, "Is Drake in trouble?
I don't know.
Is he in trouble?
I don't know, but
because you have a bunch of people.
I just don't understand why everybody hating him so much."
Just seeing all those people on stage.
Oh yeah, he unified the West. He had gangs, the Crips and the Bloods on the stage.
Man, I I have a little bit of issue with some of that.
I mean, but haven't we done this before? We all in the same gang?
Yes, true indeed. And
before.
that's cool, all them niggas being on stage. But it really felt, all right, so let's go ahead and go here and then we'll go back.
Okay, we'll go back.
It felt like a celebration of gang culture. Like, you watch it, it felt like a celebration of gang culture. Now, yes, these dudes were on the stage together, and I guess some of them might be, a level of banging that's higher than others. Some of them were just entertainers. All grown men.
Yes.
Except for the little boy who was being celebrated for his crip walking skills.
It's just a
dance. It's just a dance, huh? So just watching it, I was like, this feels kind of interesting.
What we gonna do? We also saw celebrations of Black Boy Joy, like what's the Westbrook dude out here with his friend?
Yeah, they all do
hand dancing and stuff. Like there was.
Yeah. So on the other side, we don't need to deep dive into that because it's an observation of mine. Okay. And my brain just kind of went there like, wow, it feels like a celebration of gang culture.
But was Kendrick ever in a gang?
I don't know about that, but it doesn't matter though. He made the tune. They got the tune, and it's clearly this is where it's gone.
It's a West Sia Falia type of song.
Sia Falia, what's that, baby?
West Side for Life.
Sia Falia?
Yes.
Never heard that.
You never heard West Sia Falia?
No.
Okay. No.
All right, damn.
My West Coast friends, they taught me some things.
Okay.
But I mean, because I think the West Coast has felt like the East Coast dominates rap, and you got down South rap, and you got the deep down, the Texas, and all of that stuff, and that this was a moment for them to come up and celebrate the fact that they got one of their own with the hottest song out, and that this was just a moment. I didn't even think about the gang culture celebration because I thought that they were celebrating the fact that the gangs were coming together. Like I said, we already did. We all in the same gang, but maybe, there's some peace and some less banging that happens.
I hope it, just filters down into the ground level and whatnot. That would be a good thing. Like, I think gangs are stupid. Right. As grown men. I mean, young kids, that's one thing. I might have been in the gang for like a day and a half. So we started a little gang when I was a kid. Jesus. We just started a gang, but it literally lasted probably like a week. It was a wrap. Nobody was about that life like that. Right. But it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not taking up major issues with it or whatever. I thought the concert was dope. Yeah. It was crazy. Kendrick, I've seen Kendrick live before, and he is amazing live. Just like he's on stage by himself for the majority of that concert. That's how he was on stage by himself the entire time, crushing. The guy is a machine.
That says a lot.
It says a lot. It was amazing. Because rap, usually you got like a bunch of dudes rapping a song. They doing this. They rapping to the mic, putting the mic to the all the entourage, all that nonsense. He didn't do anything.
He just need to.
So dope. And then he did Not Like Us 5 times. Yeah. Was crazy.
Run it back.
Crazy. That's a dope hip hop moment.
It's a history moment. It'll probably be like in books later.
Yeah, probably so. Maybe it'll be studied. I mean, his words be studied regardless. Yeah. But it was dope, and it's like, wow, just seeing all these people uniting on stage, loving on each other over the demise of Drake. Because when you boil it, you put it in a pot and boil it down. That's what the intention of this whole battle was for Kendrick, is to end Drake, not to out-rap him. Right. This wasn't about rap.
Right. Gotcha. And then Amazon streamed it for free.
Amazon streamed it, yo. Like, there's a machine behind this.
Jeez. Bezos. I mean, I know he's gone. But just Amazon put this concert on.
Yet, at the end of the day, we were on Virginia Beach playing Honestly Nevermind by Drake because that shit slaps.
It does.
So the reality is that Drake needs a slap. He needs to come out with some slaps. Okay. I would say disappear. For we talked about this before. disappear for a while, then come back with the slaps.
Yeah, they were saying go do some ayahuasca.
He's seen. Listen, ayahuasca got Deontay Wilder getting knocked out. I don't know. If you want to remain aggressive, you might not want to do ayahuasca. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, it's just wild, man. Like, damn, I've never seen anything like this.
I never seen anything like this on the East Coast. We ain't never had no stuff like this go down.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
It's crazy.
Going after that boy.
Entertaining, but I mean, I saw the white folks video about Drake, them telling him he's like us or something. Mm-hmm. The white boys talking about him.
Yeah, you're like us. You are like us. That was fantastic, yo. The white boys, man. Shout out to them.
I mean, Drake is probably gonna come out with a banger by like September. He's gonna go in the lab. He's gonna take his time. He's gonna take all this stuff in, and he's gonna come back with something venomous later.
You know, I gotta give you some credit here. Yeah, I want to give you some credit. Yeah, there's nothing. I'm not saying nothing, but it is a very satisfying feeling when you've had sex and then your wife gets up and there's no spot left on the bed. Shout out to that, yo. Yo, that is what? Don't y'all know the spot on the bed? Y'all know if y'all gotta lay on that spot, y'all gotta put a towel down or something. We don't have to do that. What?
What are you doing?
What are you talking about? That is great.
What are you doing right now?
Well, Jordan unfollowed us, right? She's not gonna be listening. Oh isn't that great?
What are you doing?
I thought about this. Not the last time we had sex, but like one of the other times. And I was like, yo.
The reason why is because of the drip stick.
The drip stick. Listen. No, it's not. Because we can get, if you want to get to the drip stick, which is disgusting. I hate saying it. It's so disgusting. The last time, not last time, but one of the other times we had sex, right?
Oh my God. Can I believe this?
Should we not talk about sex?
Go ahead.
We grown, ain't we?
We grown.
We do what we want.
There you go. Go ahead.
So let's just say one of the last times we engaged, every now and then it's like, as a man, you're like, this is not gonna go that well. She's not gonna get what she thinks she's gonna get out of this. I'm gonna get what I want to get out of this, and it's not in my control. You have a moment like that every now and then, right?
Yes.
And I had a moment like that.
Yeah.
And where it should have ended, you didn't see me because you couldn't see me. But it was a struggle to get you to where you needed to be. It was a lot of extra work. And I'm talking about a car driving for 5 extra miles on E. But you still got to the destination.
Oh, Jesus.
I go to the bathroom. I clean up. I come back. You go to the bathroom. I look in the bed. There's nothing there. And I was like, this is amazing. I need to talk about this on the podcast. Do you have anything to add to this? You want to talk about what we watched?
I'm just saying, if you're cognizant of things, then you can withhold things until you can get to where you need to get. You got to position yourself. Kegels work. You got to hold it in.
Y'all niggas stay out of my wife DMs. I swear. I will kill one of y'all niggas.
And then you go and you go and you get rid of it, and as needed, a drip stick might need to go to get it all up so that
shit
it doesn't.
Sounds disgusting. A drip stick. It sounds so horrible. Gosh. But you swear by these things.
Listen, they work, y'all. If y'all never heard of drip sticks, ladies.
What's the other ones called?
Swizzle sticks.
Swizzle sticks? Yeah, I'm gonna say that one day when we having sex. Yo, I'm about to swizzle. I'm about to swizzle.
How did we get here?
I'm about to swizzle, yo.
How did we get
The
here?
sizzle sticks is crazy. Oh shit, yo, y'all need to go to brunch with us, man. Brunch is lit. This is conversations we have. You want to move on to the next topic?
Yes.
What we watching?
We're the Where's Brunch podcast, as you can see. And here's what we're watching on TV.
Oh my God.
Excuse me, partner. Can you keep that shit down? You see we watching TV.
Had little horns on there, yo. Hey.
Now that we're moving on.
Let's see how much of that I'm gonna keep.
Oh
Probably
no,
a lot.
you need to put all of it. Oh, I want that clipped up, damn it.
Clip it up.
Clip it up.
Drip sticks clip.
Can we get a sponsorship?
We have more. Right. Oh man.
We, as you guys know, we have Apple TV. We watch some pretty premium TV on Apple TV. They've got some great programming. We finished out The Dark Matter.
We talked about the show on the show
We've
before.
talked about the show before.
Finished up.
We finished. The finale happened last week. And what did you think?
So look, spoiler alert. Like, we're not gonna sit here. This has been out for weeks.
If you haven't watched
you
it,
gotta watch it. If you haven't watched it, you might
cut
want
it
to skip.
off.
Be towards the end of the show at this point. Whatever.
yeah.
So this multi-dimensional travel thing and the final episode, the episode before last, number 8, right? The multiple Jason.
Yes.
Excuse me, multiple Jasons in the same dimension, right?
Shit was crazy.
It was crazy. They get in accidents with each other. They killing each other. They shooting at each other. They doing all types of shit to each other, trying to be the one who ends up with the girl, right? In the family.
The wife.
The wife and the family. In the final episode, there was even more. There was, a zillion of these dudes.
These niggas had a group chat.
They had a group chat, and they had a group chat straight up.
Group chat.
They had a group chat. Yo, Jason 1, Jason 2, Jason 3, Jason 4,
Yeah.
blah, 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 so on and so forth. And
They were trying to work out how they could each spend time with her. Shared custody. They wanted to share custody of a wife.
Oh, wife is crazy.
Oh, yo, that was crazy. That was
I thought the finale was good. I thought it was good. I thought they did a good job of kind of wrapping it up to the,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it was tough because it was so up the entire time that I felt like they kind of needed to kind of chill on the finale.
Yes.
What else was going to happen?
They had to end it.
They had to end it,
had to
and it ended with her being with the actual
Husband that she was originally married to.
Yeah, and they had a way to figure out if he was a real one or not, and all this
Yes.
other stuff or whatever.
Yes.
And the son, of course, was with them, and you know they actually were allowed to leave.
Yeah. She made the decision. She went into the group chat and decided to tell them that she made her choice and to leave her alone.
And she
Leave
knew
them alone.
she knew her husband well enough that her saying this, he was gonna respect it. And by he, I mean
All the rest of them. All 111
right,
of them.
right. It
Oh
was
my
crazy.
goodness, it was crazy. And then they was still mad when she was leaving.
Yeah, a couple of them didn't. No, they wasn't trying to hear it. But
Why does he get to go with
I
her?
think they did a good job. I know you said that it's over. It's nothing else they can do with it. But I think they can do something else
I don't
with this.
want no more.
I do.
What do you
This is
want?
one season.
But what are we doing? Are we gonna go with the black guy?
I love
and
time
see
travel.
what ruckus he's causing in all these different dimensions? Because you know he was acting a straight
They didn't even
fool.
go there.
He was acting a straight fool.
They
And
didn't even
her
go there.
friend, her best friend, who in another
the light-skinned
dimension
chick, right?
with the blonde hair, she was traveling.
She finally left.
And she finally left where she was.
They can do some other things with
There
this.
are things, but you know, I mean, what are we doing? Where are we meeting up? Are we all meeting up somewhere?
I
Like,
don't
what
know.
are we doing?
I don't know. So dope. Dark Matter is dope. I think we collectively recommend it heavily
I
to
recommend it.
everybody. It's really dope. I do have a question about
Okay.
about it.
All right. We got 9 episodes, y'all. So y'all can go watch it. It's now all loaded on Apple TV.
It's all on Apple TV. Something that came to me about watching this and thinking about it afterwards. Is it white privilege to sit here and watch this family be willing, and individuals be willing to go to any dimension with nothing with them? They just go. And basically feel like we're just gonna go wherever the fuck we want, and just be perfectly fine.
No, I was wondering about the money thing. Where the hell is the money coming from?
Is it white privilege to not have to worry about that?
Yes.
Like, would they be able to make a show with black characters, a realistic show with black characters? We can't just go to any dimension we want to and think that it's gonna be sweet.
Right, except for that black guy who went everywhere and he was rich.
He's one of those people.
Yeah, but it's very much white privilege. It was very much a white situation.
Yeah, I thought of that. It was like,
time travel.
That's interesting.
But then you got a question. Oh, so black people can't time travel?
Well, yeah, right. Well, they could. I mean, like you said, Homeboy did.
Yes, but he was already wealthy.
Yes, he had money already.
He had money. He spent millions of dollars just to get the vials.
Which is the anomaly, right?
Yes, the
so
anomaly.
if you have someone who, even, it doesn't have to be a poor person. It could be us, but we still have incomes.
Yes.
Right? We still have to, a lot of work to do to be where we are.
She just walked away
Just
from her
fucking go.
entire life and took her kid with her husband, and they're just going to jump into another dimension.
Another dimension.
And going to be able to eat and drink and sleep and all these things. Like, I was trying to figure out how you jump in dimensions and get in hotels. The credit card is not
Shouldn't
supposed
even
to
match.
work in the other dimension.
Right.
Like, how does that work? But that's black people. Maybe we have a scarcity mentality.
No.
We're not coming from a place of abundance.
There you go. Maybe so. Maybe so. That's legit. That's interesting. You know what I mean? Because where are you going to sleep night one?
Yeah.
Where you
Everybody
sleeping
was pulling out their Amex like it wasn't nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
So credit cards are just good across dimensions?
That's some deep shit right there.
Right? Yo. That was wild. That was an interesting little point that it made me think about.
Writers,
they just going.
Help me understand what's up with the money situation when they jump in dimensions.
Yeah, I guess they don't have time to get into those minute.
I would think that my card wouldn't work in another dimension.
Right, I would too. What is it going back to? Where's the bank?
Cause they ain't got no cash.
The bank is in another dimension.
We ain't got no cash.
Yo, let's not.
Okay.
Dark Matter was good.
Yes.
We'll leave it at Hollywood, right?
Yes, do it.
We don't question a person running from, one state to another.
Go run.
Just end up at the White House. Like, we don't question these things.
You ride your bike from Arlington. From Georgetown, and you end up at the CIA on your bike.
On your bike.
Where they do that at? For anybody who knows.
But yeah, for those who know, those in the DMV, y'all know. If you're not in the DMV, in our bag, you might not.
You are not riding your bike.
But it's not a short distance, and it's not easy to do.
No, he made it look like
niggas just be moving. Tariq on Power.
Oh shit!
This nigga's like at school in Connecticut, laying in bed, gets a call from someone, and next thing you know, he's in New York City.
In 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes. The hell?
I gotta watch the new episode.
Oh Lord, you on your own with that.
I'm still watching Tariq on Power, Mary J. Blige, and everybody in the cast, because
Yo, man, this shooting the podcast earlier thing is all right.
It is.
It's what, about to be 6:30?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We still got time. Still light outside. We done.
Light outside.
We're not starving.
Hey, I know, right? I'm not hungry.
We usually get hungry during the show.
Yes,
like 7, 8 o'clock. And we're like, yo, what are we gonna do? Yo, man, love you.
I love you more.
Good time. It's good to be back.
This is funny. Thank you for embarrassing me.
Oh, yeah, I did see some crazy stuff there now. But, it's true, man. Some of y'all should be able to relate.
I mean, for the record, I'm not dry or anything. Like,
Hell nah. We married, ain't we? What you talking about? I ain't not dry.
It's just to say that there's no wet spots. Like,
oh, no. This not, y'all should know. Y'all grown folk. Y'all should know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Nah, it ain't got nothing to do with that. No.
Oh, my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Yeah, man. Y'all, love y'all. Make sure y'all following and all that other good stuff. Comment, you know what I'm saying? Like,
comment,
share. We've been going crazy on Instagram lately. Some of these topics.
And to the people in
Trina
the comments,
with her controversy.
to the people in the comments. I'm not gonna tell you how to suck my dick, but
I told her
it's
to tell
not
you.
necessary. Some of the comments y'all be making, like seriously, why are y'all so triggered by black women? Why is everything that I say so triggering to y'all? Like for real.
Yeah, man. Get y'all picket signs and y'all keep walking outside the Black Woman Delegation headquarters. All right. We'll see y'all next time, man. Y'all be good.
Bye.